We are here at Prince's, once host of the Open Championship back in 1932, and on a piece of land that has 3 open venues. Every single shot shown, trying to shoot my handicap and also trying to chase down some of the best players to ever play the game, looking for my best possible eclectic open scorecard on the entire rota. There's loads and loads of history here, but before all that, let's get on the first tee. Why am I flushing? Oh wow, oh wow. Get there and it's in, get there and it's in, get there and it's in!
So welcome back then. There could be a number of reasons you've clicked on this video today. You might want to learn a bit more about Prince's, the only course to have ever held the Open just the once. You might want to see me talk you through every single shot I hit as I chase down some of the best players ever to play to get my Open eclectic scorecard for the whole rota. You might want to see me play some good golf. You might want to see me suffer. Well, let me tell you, you're going to get a little bit of all of that in today's video. So sit down, buckle up. Decent shot off the first.
Might be on. Now, you're as surprised as I am, believe me.
And I say that because I've been playing really poorly coming into this round. Iron play's been terrible. I mean, my iron play's always been terrible. Working on a few things, but my expectations were pretty low.
Not got a birdie on any first hole, so this could be big.
Had a chance, had a chance. Pace was good, but that's the thing, it's not just about birdies. You know, every round we're playing here, I'm trying to shoot my handicap, which on the day here was 2.8. But we're trying to hunt down those boys you saw on the leaderboard for the eclectic scorecard. So we need birdies, but we also need them on very particular holes, which makes it very, very tricky. The holes we need today are 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 and 17.
Got a nice kick that. Oh yeah, it's got a fantastic
Another good
kick.
drive. Driving doesn't tend to be the problem for me. Tend to get it out there. I'm not the biggest hitter, as you guys who watch my channel regularly know. Not the biggest hitter, it's this club that's the problem. But this round, I'm telling you, despite very low expectations, I was flushing it. I was absolutely flushing it. And I didn't really know why. Normally I like to aim out to the right and bring it back in, but it wasn't coming back. Got Stu with me there, my Q follow from Stuart Golf. Absolutely love that thing. The hands-free follow mode is a game changer on days like this. Third shot, as I often do, playing the par 5 the old-fashioned way.
See what I mean? I just aim 5 yards right, swing hard, and it just goes 2 yards right.
So, very weird. I do normally, as I said, aim to the right, bring it in, but the ball was going almost straight. Very unsettling. Sam from the TaylorMade Tour Truck did find something for me. He did something to my irons, which you guys who saw my fitting video know. He bent them a little bit flatter, and well, so far it seems to be working. Chance for birdie from off the green, but I've hit that one a little hard, and that's how quickly it can turn. From a birdie putt, now trying to make par. But we do. Converted.
Ooh, did not think that was coming back at one point.
Okay, third hole, par 3, and this is really the problem. This is the litmus test here. This would have been a 5 iron, playing slightly into the breeze, but I'm holding the finish.
Two-yard fade again. How? How? Why? It's so weird, isn't it?
Even weird for Darryl, who plays me quite a lot. He knows that I like to hit that little draw. Just got to trust it now. Got to start aiming at the flag, I guess. I aimed at the flag there. Didn't come back. Normally, you know, I'm a good putter. I'm a good short game, decent off the tee. So if my irons are working, it's a chance to go very, very low. And today would give me that chance if the putter could warm up.
Okay. Par train. What's going on? Links golf. It just... I'm not going to play any more golf anymore.
I do agree, it is something about getting on the links. I don't know if it's the way the turf is or what it is, but it just felt great. But right, I've got a question for you guys. You guys know I love the shot trace, and you can see the shot trace on the map down the right-hand side. I normally have them on that angle as well, but
you never know, you're not going to get some absolutely
the ball flight was looking so nice. I might leave them off. What do you know, guys? Comment down below. Do you like the shot traces on, or do you like them off, or maybe a bit of both? Maybe have them off on the screen on the left, and then off on the right.
What's going on here, then?
What do you think? Comment below.
Sam, you might be a genius. Right, opportunity. I mean, I can say opportunity, I think it's fair. There's been no birdie on the 4th hole yet, or the 5th, the next one for that matter. But But this is where it gets important. Today's round is massively essential. I want to have good rounds, want to get a good score every individual video. I want to try and shoot around my handicap, obviously. But the eclectic, it's not just about making birdies, it's making birdies at the right time. So this is a big opportunity.
Huge opportunity. We need to get some birdies going if we're going to shoot a low one. Well, you're hitting it this good, you need to take advantage. Come on, Sebi, on its way.
Get there and it's in. Get there and it's in. Get there and it's in. No! There really isn't a huge amount worse in golf than leaving a birdie putt short, right in the jaws, right in the jaws.
And on those holes when you need it, it's got to be hard work to catch up those boys on the eclectic, but these are my chances. So those of you that saw the launch episode, I'm playing every single course on the rota, chasing down the players who have done the same, the pro players using their last competitive round, but I also get to play the old rota courses, and Prince's is one of them. So this is a real chance to do some catching up.
Don't want to complain too much, but it's genuinely quite unsettling.
I didn't know what to say. It just felt weird. The ball was going so nicely. Another birdie chance. Come on, Sebi. Let's get this party started, shall we? On its way. Turn back. Turn back.
You can't do that to a person.
Okay. Well, that is hurting. I hope it's not going to be one of those days.
Even with the driver, isn't it? Even with the driver. I don't want to fight it. I'm just going to let it happen. 160 yards, I think it's towards the back of the green. Can't really go long, so I can't really hit 7. I think I'm going to hit 8, but there's a chance it's going to come up short, but I think I've got to just trust it downwind.
I know, this is where I feel like I get a little bit of my shots back. Not being the longest hitter, not a very good ball striker, I tend to do a lot of my scoring with my game management, course management, really thinking about this one. Making sure I don't get silly and put myself in a dangerous position, and I have ripped it again, you know. Holding that finish. I'll tell you about that clubhouse in the background in a minute.
That was always likely. It's good strikes on a very good line. It's just come up quite sort of front of the green. Long putt now.
Now that is the lodge you can see behind, and that is right on the edge of Prince's, just before Royal St George's, and it is actually where Colin Morikawa stayed when he won the Open, where he lifted the cloud jug, where they partied the night after the Open was in that very building. Nice little 2-putt on the 6th. Par is made.
Right, come out now to the 7th tee here. Right next to Royal St George's, another course on the Open Rota. One we've already played, that score is in the bank. So we've got Prince's here, Royal St George's there, and then the other side is the next course in the series, Royal St Port's, one I know very, very little about. There's lots and lots to learn. And actually, as we film this, I'm playing that this afternoon. You guys will see that in another video. But yeah, 3 massively important golf courses, 3 open venues on the same bit of land. Crazy.
Now, something very interesting that happened here at Prince's, the birth of the sand wedge. There's a really interesting story with it. I'm going to come on to that very shortly and tell you this is the first course a sand wedge was ever used. Funnily enough, in Sandwich. That is a coincidence. Very bizarre. That's the town in Kent. 7th hole, good drive. Hybrid there. This is one of the last rounds I'm playing with my sim hybrid. I got fitted in the last video, in a recent video, for my stealth hybrid. That will be coming into play very soon, as it has arrived. Just this was filmed before it arrived. Trying to course manage myself away, and I've left myself a really tricky up and down here, trying to land this just short of the green, and I've landed it a little too short, and you can see that just come up short. I'm really trying to get my weight forward on those, get good contact, and I just nipped it a bit too well, and now we've got a putt to save par. In it goes.
Do you know what? I actually have to visualise a draw from there to there in the hole to make it. I can't hit a straight putt. I have to visualise like an inch draw.
Does anyone else have that? Let me know in the comments. I just can't visualise straight putts. Never have been able to. I hate them.
Through the ball, wind off the left. Right arm through without pulling it.
So this is me trying to get the ball to draw back now without doing a big hook. So way over top of the ball, feeling like I'm covering the ball.
Safe as.
And that was a better one, down there. Nice shot with the hybrid into position once again, laying up on a par 5. Still finding it weird that I'm flushing them.
Very high that one, did it? I guess down slope, but not going to grumble from position. Because it's so far at the back, I think I've got to try and squeeze a 9. Just to be sure, because I think if I hit an 8 and
so the pin was right at the back here, and I was feeling good. It was in like a scoring position, par 5. I wanted to be aggressive, but a bit of a run off behind the green. Look at it, all over the line. Drawing back, that one was. But it was a club light. And it has come up light. It's what I was expecting. It's the risk you take, but this is better than going long and making it really, really tough to make par. This should be a regulation par, but what have I done there? A really poor putt, and today, I haven't made any birdies, but that was a bad long putt as well, so struggling here to stay level par for the day. Come on, Sebi, can you convert on a good line? I did think I had it, but I've dropped a shot, guys, and that was silly. It was maybe overly conservative. What do you reckon?
Enough.
I mean, regulation, you should two-putt most of them, but when you don't do it, you look a little bit silly. But this one was going left. You can see that little creek down the left-hand side. I went for the tee. Don't think I knew it was there when I hit it, but I got very lucky because this could easily have been wet. Need to finish strong here. Sort of a bit of a ridge that runs down the left-hand side of the green. Trying to get it to hit that and bounce onto the green.
Ooh, might have done. That was a bit more of a draw, that one. Right, the last hole on the shore course before we go on to the back nine, which we're going to be playing the dunes. It says on the course map that a par on the last on the shore is a very good score, and this is the reason why there's big bunkers to the right of the green. There's this ridge down here, almost a very difficult up and down. The good news is though, my ball has luckily hit the top of this ridge and it's rolled down, and we've got a nice little birdie putt, and we haven't had a birdie yet. Just dropped a shot, chance to bounce back. Come on.
This is what it's all about, momentum, opportunities. Now this was a bit of sand on it. I've seen the line. It came back from the right. But not that much, Sebi. Not that much, Sebi. There was a little bit of sand on the greens that had just been maintained. They were rolling beautifully, and you could see the line I've taken there, and it was never coming back that much. Disappointing, because that would have been a massive birdie, not just because it's on a really tough hole, but I needed that one in the eclectic as well. So halfway round, on an okay score, striking it well. If I can keep this going, the back nine, there are birdie opportunities. But before that, let's catch up with Rob, the general manager, to tell us a little bit more about this golf course, and especially about the birth of the sand wedge. But just before we head in to learn a bit more about this glorious golf course, massive shout out to the guys from Mercedes-Benz, official patron partner of the Open, for sponsoring this series. We'll be seeing a lot more of their vehicles in the flesh as I head back up to Scotland to play some of the other Open Rotor courses, so I look forward to that. Thank you again to them for making this all possible.
He's managed to get the Open Championship in 1932. Ironically, St George's was the qualifier, we were the main course, and Gene Sarazen won it using pretty much the first ever sandwich.
Yeah, I was just reading about that, and he's shortly went on to complete the first ever Grand Slam.
He did, yeah. Obviously the Albatross at Augusta.
Yeah, of course, the shot heard around the world.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but there's a funny story about the actual Open Championship here, because he brought this sandwich across, and basically what he'd shaved the bottom of the club off to create bounce. So when you get into these bunkers, back then they never rate them. The club would bounce out, then he get pulled out. He was a terrible bunker player before then, and he was really worried about being disqualified in case the club was illegal. So he instructed his caddy Skip to put the club in the bag upside down so he had the grip showing. And you wouldn't have played the combination today, but the 9th Himalayas here is the Sarazen bunker. And within that, he hit it in there 3 out of 4 rounds and up and down it 3 every time. So it was pretty much one of the reasons why he won that Open Championship.
Wow. And that's just there, right? That's
just here, yeah.
I did have a go at it. I didn't up and down. Sorry, Gene. And the sandwich, became a huge part of golf. What basically Gene did is he figured out to put a bit of extra weight on the bottom of the base of the club and allowed it to get through the sand. But that technology ended up being used for wedges, or even on the grass as well. Revolutionised it, and because it was a new club, he didn't know if it was eligible, so kept it hidden before they could make a decision. Thankfully, it stayed legal to this day because I use it all the time. And the bunkers on links courses are ones you need to be very, very careful of. Good start to the back nine. The jumpers come off, the hooded come off. Another opportunity for birdie. Can we convert from decent range here? Go on then. Good roll, good roll. More positive signs here. Need to just keep patient. Keep hitting it well. Let the chances come. But long par 3. This is a real test of the ball striking. And look at it. It's ripped all over the flag. This is so weird for me to see this. Staring it down.
Wow. Honestly, it's such a weird feeling when I look up and I see the ball going towards the flag. It's so weird.
It's one I can get used to. Come on, get up on the green. Let's make a birdie. Let's get back to level. If this putter warms up, we're on for one. Get in the hole. Look what it means to me.
As soon as I see it rolling towards the hole, I'm like, relief. Relief.
It was more relief than anything else, that one. Because you make get this many opportunities, and keep missing them, it just starts to eat away at you. Sadly though, on the 11th, it wasn't a hole we needed a birdie on. So it's great for today's round, but not for the eclectic. You can see how hard this is going to be, can't you?
And right in the middle of the fairway, I've still got 270 left in, which is, again, not really reachable. So I'm going to have to play safe. Sorry. Don't hate me.
You've got to play your own
Don't hate
game,
me.
guys. You've got to know your own game sometimes. So I'm laying up short of the bunkers here. Take them out of play. The reason being is if I'd even managed to miss the bunkers, I still couldn't really get there, not without taking further risk on. So I get to remove those bunkers by playing short of them and then just play it the old-fashioned way. It hadn't hit them, nice and short. Another one down there.
Glad I aimed further left
There was that creek all the way down there. I was worried about it leaking, right? It did a bit, but we're okay.
The thinking was perfect. I'm about 10-20 yards short of there. How far have I got in? I wanted to leave myself sort of 100 and a bit. We've got, what have we got? We've got 135, which is absolutely acceptable. Took all the trouble out of play, but look, in another divot, worse this time, because actually I can remove loose stones, so I can take that out. But 136 in, very unfortunate to be in a divot. There's really not been many. The course is in really good condition. It's just bad luck.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Well, you've got to play for it. Now, what I do with these ones is I try to come in really steep, but you never know what it's going to do. And look at that. Fan straight out to the right.
Now on another par 5, we've got work to do to save par. That is some really bad luck.
Problematic, that, Sebi. You need to rely on the short game here. 58-degree high toe, back of the stance, hands forward, hinge and hold technique. Try and get it to grab, and it tried to grab, but then there's a bit of a downslope, and it's now rolled away. And once again, we've left this length to save par. Got back to level. We've fought back to level. Do not let it slip now, Sebi. Come on. In it goes.
Turn in, turn in.
Oh, I'd hit a good putt, you know. I'd hit a good putt, bang on my line. Slight misread possibly, or sometimes you've got to just let it go. You can hit good putts, they just don't go in. You've got to learn to let it go and not let it affect you. I don't always do that, but that is what I try to do. And that one has gone right. It's gone right on me hard. And heading towards the bunker. Sorry, mate. I'm afraid you haven't. But opportunity from the bunker. Can I do something special? We're just trying to get it near the green, but look at me, I'm up after it, and I'm telling you now, this is one of the best fairway bunker shots I've ever hit.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I can't tell you how close it was to almost bottling that and going for the 8-iron. I've hit it a bit thin, it's just missed the lip, and I think it's on the green. Come on, convert. Convert. C-O-N-V-E-R-T. Convert.
The reason that hurts so much is I've got this thing. When you hit great shots, they'd never mean as much if you don't then convert and make the birdie. Like that one Mickelson hit out of the ones at Augusta. I know it led to him winning the Masters. You know, he hit out the pine straw, but then he missed the eagle putt. I always think about the missed eagle putt. I don't know why. Do you guys do that? I feel like great shots need to be finished off, or else they take a bit of the shine off them. So I was disappointed, but could easily have been a bad number on that hole. We've got away with a pass. We've got to move on now. I did play for this one out to the left. Just wanted to avoid those bunkers on the right because they were sort of in range. It was worth taking those on because it meant I was in scoring range if I did get away with it. But from the rough, I'm still in the rough. I punched this one, tried to check it up, and that's not bad. I give myself maybe B- for that. What do you reckon? Fairly happy with it. But once again, this sort of length to save par.
What's going on? What is going on today?
I'll be honest, I was starting to really get frustrated because those sort of putts I've missed today, lots have been for birdie, which means I've not capitalised on a rare good ball striking day. But also, I'm now not making the ones to save par that I normally make. So this has got a chance of getting away from us. We've got to stay switched on, keep battling, keep grinding. A few birdies and we're great. We're only 2 over, a few left. Come on, keep working. But that is a loose one. That's the bad iron shot I've hit for a long time. Weak right out of the heel, come out of it, lose my angles. It's an okay result, but it's a very poor shot. And now I've got this one. I was really worried about pulling this one, and I almost shanked it. But you can just see it land in the distance now, just on the green, but now rolling back down a ridge. Going to be a tricky 2-putt. Again on a par 5. I am not making this easy for myself, am I? Up and over a ridge. Need to get this within a dustbin lid and get out of this hole. Just not good enough, is it? It's just not good enough. My pace control has been terrible. I have got a new putter coming. I don't blame the putter. This is the putter I've been playing really well with. Just a bad day on the greens for me. And it's got worse. It's got worse, guys. It's just disappointing even watching it back because I normally eat those up. And now we are just dropping shots like nonchalantly. Like we're on a bogey train right now. I'm not even hitting terrible shots and they're just leaking away. This could have been an under par round and now we're well over. We're on the handicap now. 3 holes left. Just steady the ship. Get into 3 over. We can live with that. I was worried about getting to the bunker and it hadn't. Now coming up and down, make a birdie. Ripped it. But it is pulling a little to the left. Come on, sit down. Sit down. It was the wrong club. I hit it quite nice. I was looking after it and it was short. And once again, it's just the pace controls all over the place, guys. That was a better line, to be fair. But it's all over the place. Now left, yet again, one of this distance, or else out of nowhere, from having a birdie chance, you can see how annoyed I am. Look how long I've got left now.
Come back now. Yes! Whew.
But look, I've finally made a putt, but it's for par. It's not good enough. 17th, a long, long par 3. Loads of trouble, an enormous bunker down the left, and it's gone left. It's actually gone lefter than left, and it's like a bunkery waste area here. This is going to be a brutal up and down. 4 could be a good score here. You can see just how horrible it is. We're sitting in like a little ravine and a big clump of grass right behind it. I've managed to get it semi-okay, bit chunky. I mean, didn't quite roll out, but you know, could probably live with that. That could have easily stayed in there with me. Chance for par. Can we make back-to-back good par saves here? No, leaked by. Another one goes. I mean, it's a long par 3, so it's 4's not the worst score, but from the way I've hit the ball today, it feels like it's getting away from me. I'm just really desperate now to get in with a nice number. The 18th's a tough hole. Bunkers left and right. Watching this one, it was going white and I was getting tired, I think.
Oh dear, tired finish. Doesn't bode well, we've got another 18 holes to play later.
We will indeed be playing Royal Cinque Ports later, another glorious course. Another one for me to try and get one back on. It's from the old rotor, so only I am playing that one. The pros will not be getting any chance to add to their eclectics.
Oh golly gosh, getting ugly.
But from the hay to the hay, from right to left, and I got aggressive here trying to save par, and it was going left on me, and it's gone 1 miles away from the green. And now we've got a really tough one. This is good. Oh, this is falling apart, guys.
Well, it's quite deflating. Just how well I was hitting the ball earlier, how it's sort of all gone a bit amiss. It's probably what my expectation was. Back 9 is how I've been playing coming into this. I was thinking I was going to struggle today. I don't know whether I've then got complacent. I had no expectations earlier and then it just came. Mindset shift, I'm not too sure. But all of a sudden now I'm scrambling for bogey. I haven't made double all day. If you've watched this far of the video, I salute you. You're not about to go now and miss if I can finish this off. A bogey will be a good save in the end. Keep the double off the card, but it will not be the score I was looking for. It'll be 5 over. But we've got to try. We've got to try. If you haven't come this far, thanks for watching. Drop a like on the video. Next is Royal Cinque Ports. We're playing this afternoon. The video will be up shortly after this one. Where once again we will try. I'm going to have some lunch in the clubhouse in a minute. And we will try and figure out what was working front 9 and what wasn't working back 9. And once again we'll try and shoot my handicap and we'll try and make some more birdies on some of these glorious open venues. Come on, let's finish off.
There was a clue there. I said you got to try. I wanted the par, guys. I wanted a par. I did not want to go 5 over. And look what's happened. It nearly went in. It nearly went in. I nearly did it. A miraculous one. But now for bogey to keep the double off the card. No.
Oh. That was meant to be. That is disappointing. Very, very disappointing. But we will bounce back. See you next time.
We will indeed, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm watching it back. I'm gutted. I played pretty solid. You know, fairways in reg strong, greens in reg fell apart in the end. It was much better front 9. But the positives, the good ball striking, especially this one on the 11th. That was a lovely birdie. Got to take the positives. We'll see you next time.